What up? And welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, Bleach Edition, episode 33 of 1,000 Year Blood War is out now. So as always, you guys already know, gotta shout out the creator. Big shout out to both parties this week actually. Tite Kubo, the creator, and shout out to the Studio Perriot Films. Great episode this week. They did phenomenal work because I usually read the chapters a couple days before the episode, since I wasn't even reading manga around the time that the series aired. So it was to my surprise to see that they only ended up covering one chapter. Episode 33 goes over chapter 629, and what they ended up doing was adding a whole original fight into the series. Now, I don't know if this complicates things later on, but right at the start of the episode, like I said, just like in chapter 629, all parties involved are basically just gathering up and actually start to go on, try to get into the castle. And just like you guys saw in the show, Kenpachi and Captain Kurotsuchi have went off on their own. Kenpachi, of course, we know, always wants to go to the source of the problem and wants to fight the strongest person, so he's heading directly to the castle. And Kurotsuchi, for whatever reason, has his own agenda. We'll find out later. But we see Grimjaw run into one of the captains, who for whatever reason is deciding to be evasive. We see that he ends up tricking Grimjaw and ends up poisoning him in a way, but we know that Grimjaw also has more up his sleeve. We know that the Espadas have their own sword release and things like that, so I'll be looking forward to their fight. But, so I do just have a quick panel for y'all, quick panel of the week. Because this is an anime original fight, and it was my favorite thing about the episode. One of the best fights of the series so far. The star of the episode for sure. Big shout out to Renji. I've always loved Renji's transformation. It's one of the most physical appearance changing ones. Even though I didn't like the first time I saw it, it is pretty dope, and he's pretty nice with it. So, great episode. We got to see just how explosive his Bankai is, and we did see some of that training that he did with the higher ups pay off. So he was able to hold his own with Ishida throughout the whole fight. I'm forgetting that Ishida did have a power up. Like he said, he wasn't the only person that got stronger, and so just like he used with Ichigo, we do see that what I guess I could say his Quincy release is pretty devastating. And even though, my personal opinion, Renji was able to do a lot of damage, I think he would have honestly won the fight if it wasn't for the fact that we know this platform benefits the Quincy's. So not only are the Quincy's techniques in general a problem, because we do know that they're able to absorb spiritual pressure. So their defensive capabilities are a problem to begin with. And now we see that, again, in this unique space, they're able to absorb even more spiritual pressure. So we see that Ishida is basically able to revive himself, and he kicks up even a little bit more. But I will say that with the combination of what Byakuya said at the beginning of the invasion, and the fact that Renji's sword has always had a presence of its own, a real mighty force around it, to be honest, a real godly presence, in my opinion, I think that Renji still has another release. I think that, honestly, him and Rukia are very special people. We see that their swords, since the beginning of the series, has been hyped up. And at this later part, we're starting to see why. I think both of their swords, honestly, just have a mighty presence to them. So, I think he has another thing up his sleeve. Time will tell. But like I said, great episode. We've been getting a lot of anime original content in this arc to begin with. I love a war arc because it's been nothing but action. The only time we get some cooldown is when somebody has to train or when they're transitioning to another fight. So it's been dope. Looking forward to another episode for sure. And once again, shout out to Renji. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. And to the manga readers, let me know what you guys thought about the adaptation. Till next time. Peace.